When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Tripped up for the tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Chester. This time he's got his man. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Rides to back and leaves it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Got it behind the line. It's locked. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's John. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give out of the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Chester. Got it in the middle, it's Bush. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Makes the grab, into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And these guys guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Spears. Push down for the tackle. The Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's John. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a man, it's John. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return.
The return is tackled down at the 46, and the Oklahoma offense.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Creates a little space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Billups. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Caught in the backfield. It's Billups. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Chester. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover. And
he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Scorer on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
makes the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw, it's Chester. That's caught. It's Billups. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Billups. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. He'll do it himself. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Texas Tech, 7.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked...
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking to throw, it's Chester. Steps away. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Spears. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Chester. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Billups. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another. Right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Chester. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start this drive firing. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Scanning the field, it's Chester. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. So now it's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here we go. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 16.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's locked. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Spears. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to pass. It's Chester. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Billups. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air. It's Chester. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Set, ready. Gonna look downfield again. He wants it all. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 11.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. But if he's able to go get the first, let's get a fresh set of downs.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's John. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The sure hands. It's Billups. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll ride his man on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff, David. They're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.